Okay, so today we're going to look at this question here on volume of certain figures in mathematics. Okay, this is the topic that is called mensuration. Okay, so now there's this question that says a spherical ball has radius of 2.4 centimeters. Show that the volume of the ball is 57.9 cubic centimeters, correct to three significant figures. Use the formula V equals to 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So now here what we're simply doing is to show that the volume of this spherical ball is 57.9. Okay. So since we know what the formula is, which is this one here, so all we do is volume is equal to 4 over 3 times pi times r cubed, which is 2.4, okay, and then cubed. So we punch everything on our calculator. This would give us something like 57.94 something here, cubic centimeters. And then because there is a 4 here, this cannot affect this when we round to three significant figures, because you see we've got 5 which is significant, 7 which is significant, and 9. 4 is less than 5. So to three significant figures, this rounds to 57.9 cubic centimeters, which is what the question is saying we should show. The most important thing is knowing how to substitute these things in our calculator. So then the question moves on and says B, which is part B, the same spherical balls are put in a cuboid. Okay, so they say 6 spherical balls of radius 2.4 fit exactly. This is a very important statement. Fit exactly into a closed box. Okay. Find the length, the width, and the height of the box. So they want us to find this, the height, and then the width. Okay. 3 things. So now we've got one ball here, which I'm going to try and draw here, with radius 2.4. Okay, it means the length or the diameter of one ball is 4.8. Okay, so it means because we've got 2 balls here, each one of these is 4.8 from here to there and there to there. So we've got 2. So it means the length of this side here, is going to be 4.8. Okay, because we've got 2 balls here, and these balls, they fit in exactly. The height is just the diameter of one spherical ball, which is what? This is 4.8 times 2 to find the length. Sorry, because we've got 2 balls here. And then if we do that, you'd find that we're going to get the length to be equal to 9.6. So the length of this cuboid is 9.6, and then the height is 4.8 because of just one ball here, and then the width would be 3 times 4.8 because we've got 3 balls here, 1, 2, 3. So if we do 3 times 4.8, you'd find that you're going to get 14.4. So we're just simply going to say the length is 9.6 centimeters. The height is 4.8 because that's the diameter of one ball. And then the width would be 14.4 centimeters. Okay. This is a very nice question. It's because they've said it fits in exactly. So this is one question which is 3 marks there. Find the volume of the box. Okay. So to find the volume of the box, we know that it's length times width times height, which we just found there. So we do 9.6 times 4.8 times 14.4. Okay, if we use our calculator nicely, we find that our volume is 663.553. Okay, which we can write to 3 significant figures if we want, which would just be 664 cubic centimeters. Okay, so this is the volume of the cuboid, which is filled up with the bores. So now there's this one last question. It says, find the volume of the box not occupied by the bores. So what we now need is to know the volume of these 6 bores here, but we know the volume of one bore here, which is 57.9. So to know the volume that will be occupied by the 6 bores, we just say 57.9 times 6, okay, which then would give us 347.4 cubic centimeters. So this is how much is being occupied by the 6 bores in the cuboid. And then we've got the volume, which is 664 of the full cuboid. So we just subtract the 2, which would be like 664 minus 347, which then gives us 317 cubic centimeters. So this is the volume that is actually not being occupied by the 6 spherical bores that are there. So this is a very nice question, and if you look at the first part here, it gives you the radius of the spherical bore, and then they ask you to say show that the volume is 57.9, and they've given us this formula here. So all we do is replace everything into the formula and then round the answer to 3 significant figures, which comes to this. And then the other thing here is that everything fits in exactly, and they've given us the radius of one bore, but we need the diameter, and then the diameter times 3 to find the width, the diameter times 2 to find the length, and then just one diameter to be the height. You do that, you've answered this question here, which is part 1 of question B. Then part 2 of question B says find the volume of the box. Because we've got the length, we've got the height, we've got the width, we just multiply them, and if we want, we round them up to 3 significant figures. And then we've got the volume of one bore here, which we found already, so we just multiply that by 6 to know the total volume of the 6 bores that we've got, and then subtract that from the total volume of the cuboid, which gives you 317. So thank you very much for your time. Watch out for the next video that will be explaining the other question that I gave you for your assignment.